The last thing we're going to learn in this section is about percent and change. Okay, so sometimes they'll say percent increase. What is the percent increase? Or what was the percent it decreased? So these can be a little bit difficult to find. So it's easier to remember, do the amount of the increase or the amount of the decrease divided by the original amount. I always remind myself that the original amount goes on the bottom. How much it increased or decreased goes on top. And then once we divide that out, we change it to a percent. So let's look at some examples. On example 6, it says in 2000, world population was approximately 6 billion. The data are from the United Nations Family Planning Program and are based on optimistic or pessimistic expectations for successful control of human population growth. So first, we're going to find the percent increase between 2000 and 2150. Okay, so we start in 2000, then we go to 2150. Okay, then we're going to find the percent decrease. Now, I should repeat this one. We're going to talk about the high projected line for the first part. Then we're going to find the percent decrease for those same years if we use the low projection line. So let's start with the first one. Here's my high projection line. So they're saying it's going to go up to 30 and it started out at 6. So how much did it increase? Okay, so 30 minus 6 is 24. The amount of the increase is 24. And we divide by what it was originally, which was 6. So we end up with 4. Now I need to change that to a percent. So if I have 4 and I need to make it a percent, my decimal's here. I need to move over twice to the right, and that becomes 400%. So the projected percent increase is 400%. That's quite a bit. Now let's go back and let's look at part B here. We want to know, okay, what if we use the low projection model? They're saying it starts at 6 and we're going to 4. So what happened here, the change between 6 and 4 is it's going to drop 2. Okay, let's go to another slide. So for percent decrease on that one, 6 minus 4 is 2, and then we're going to divide by 6 because 6 is the original amount. You always put the original amount on bottom. Now that reduces to 1/3. When you divide that out, that is 33 1/3%. So if we look at that projection, then we're going to decrease by 33 1/3%. Let's look at one more. John Tesh, while he was still co-anchoring Entertainment Tonight, reported that the PBS series The Civil War had an audience of 13% versus the usual 4% PBS audience. So he said an increase of more than 300%. Did he report that correctly? People exaggerate with percents quite often. So let's check him out and see. So it went from 13, he says it went from 4 to 13. It went up 9, okay? He's saying that it increased 9 and the original amount was 4. 9 divided by 4 is 2.25, and when we move that decimal twice, that's 225%. He said 300. So as often happened with percents, he was exaggerating quite a bit. He was not correct on that.